In this session, we are going to see probability examples. Okay, if you haven't watched the probability basics, go watch that video and come back here. Let's get started. The first question is: a jar contains 5 red marbles, 15 green marbles, and 10 white marbles. If a marble is drawn from the jar at random, what is the probability that this marble is white? So there is certain number of marbles in a jar. You are going to take one marble out of it, and that marble should be white. What is the probability? So first thing, probability is nothing but favorable outcome by total outcome. What are the total outcome here? What is the total outcome? Total outcome is 5 red marbles and 15 green marbles plus 10 white marbles, totally 30 marbles out there. That is the thing, total outcome from the jar. What is my favorable outcome? Favorable outcome. So favorable outcome is I need to get white marble. Am I right? I need to get white marble. So how many white marbles are there? 10 white marbles. That is my favorable outcome. That's it. What is the probability? When you substitute this, you will get the answer. Probability is favorable outcome, total outcome. So answer is 1 by 3. That's it. Are you clear? Very simple. What is the total outcome? What is the favorable outcome? If you know these two, then fixing favorable outcome divided by total outcome will be the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. 3 fair coins are tossed simultaneously. Find probability of getting one head and one tail, getting more heads than the number of tails. So totally 3 questions out of these 3 coins tossed. 3 coins tossed means what is the total outcome? So total outcome is equal. So we know that total outcome. So 2 is the outcome for every coin. So I am tossing 3 coins. 2 power 3, 8 is the total outcome. Okay, let's expand that outcomes ways. So first coin I'll get head and tail. Am I right? Second coin I'll get head and tail as well as head and tail. Am I right? 2 coins over. When it comes to third coin, head, tail. Each one you will have to write head, tail. So head, tail. The last one, head, tail. That's it. This is the expansion of things. So or else you have to write head, tail, like that. You don't need to write in this format. If you learn through this, you don't need to write anything. Here, the first part is head, second head, tail. Third head, tail, tail. Tail, head, tail. Okay, that's all the 8 outcomes. So you can count the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, what is our first question? Getting one head. The first one is total outcome is, I know that. So probability directly I can fix here. So total outcome is 8. Favorable outcome. In how many things I will get one head? So here I am getting 3 heads. Here I am getting 2 heads. I will not consider that. Here in these 3 I am getting 2 heads. I will not consider. Here I am getting 1 head. The fourth head, tail. I have 1 head. Next, tail, head, 2 heads are there. And then tail, tail. I have 1 head. Okay, next. Tail, head has 1 head. So totally 3. Tail has no heads. So totally how many is my favorable? I should get 1 head alone, which means I can have 3 choices. 3 is my favorable choice. So answer for this question is 3 by 8. Getting 1 head out of tossing 3 coins together, you will get the probability as 3 by 8. Okay, next question. Getting 1 head and 1 tail. So here take one head and one tail should be there. Here, in the first case, there is no tail. In the second case, you have one head and one tail. Am I right? Head, head, tail, you have one head and one tail. In the third head, tail, head, I have one head and one tail. Here, head, tail, tail, I have one head and one tail. Am I right? In this next one, head, tail, head, head, I have one tail and one head. Tail, head, tail, I have one tail and one head. Next, tail, tail, head, what do you get? I have one tail and one head. Tail, 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 I don't have any heads. So, I need to have one head and one tail in that overall. The remaining part I won't consider. So, totally 3 coins means you will have 3 values. Out of those 3 values, one head and one tail should be there. So, totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, please 6 outcomes is my favorable. Total outcome is 8, 6 by 8, which is nothing but 3 by 4. So, answer for this question is 3 by 4. Very simple. You have to have one head and one tail in that. So, totally we have 6 kind of that. Okay, next. So, next one is, anyway total outcome is 8. I have to find out the favorable outcomes. Getting more heads than the number of tails. So, in the 3, you should have more heads than the number of tails. How many possibles are there? Just we are going to check. Head, head, head. Is this have more heads than tails? Yes. 3 heads are there, no tails. So 0 tails are there. So that is satisfied. Head, head, tail. Is this having more heads than tail? Yes. Second one, satisfied. Third one. Head, tail, head. Is this having more heads than the tail? Yes. The third one is also okay. Next, head, tail, tail. Head, tail, tail doesn't have more heads than the tail. Next, tail, head, head. Does it have more heads than the tail? Yes, 2 heads are there. So I am taking this as yes. And the next, tail, head, tail. No. Tail, tail, head. No. Heads more than the tail. Tail, tail, tail. There is no head. So just what is the answer? There are 4 which is favorable to me. So answer is 1 by 2. Cancelling this, you will get 1 by 2. So answer for this question is 3 by 8 for getting one head. One head and tail means 3 by 4. And then more heads than the tail means 1 by 2 is your probability. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So next question is, what is the probability that a number selected from first 25 natural numbers is a prime number when each of the given numbers is equally likely to be selected? Okay, first 25 natural numbers you have to take, which means how many, what is the total outcome? 25. Natural number starts from 1. So first 25 natural numbers will have 25 numbers. Okay, total outcome is, here I know that total outcome is 25, because all the natural numbers from 1 to 25, there are 25 numbers out there. And then favorable outcome, what the number should be? Number should be prime. So, how many favorable outcomes are there? You have to check. How many prime numbers are there? So, check until 25. The first prime number is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Okay, how many numbers are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So total favorable outcome is 9. What is the probability here? You can answer the probability. When you have favorable outcomes and total outcomes, that's it. Your answer is there. So probability is equal favorable outcomes 9 and total outcome 25. So 9 by 25 is your answer. Okay. First, you need to know what all the numbers are prime between 1 and 25. 1 is not a prime number. You know why. Done. Next, the last question. One card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards. Each of the 52 cards equally likely to be drawn. Find the probability that the card drawn is a pin. So, what is the total outcome? when there is a pack of cards. What is the total outcome? Pack of cards means total outcome is equal how many? 52. Here we are taking only one card, so total outcome is 52. If you are taking two cards out of 52 means you will use combination 52 C2 because you are taking two cards. Here you are taking one card 52 C1 which is nothing but 52 itself. That is total outcome. First question is the card drawn is queen. So how many queens are there in a card packs? You know that. How many queens? 4 queens. So heart, there is a queen in heart and then diamond as well as spade and clubs. So totally 4. So you know the answer for this first question. What is that? Total outcome is 52 and then how many queens are there? 4. So cancelling this you will get the answer. How many 4s are 52? 52 is 13. So 1 by 13 is the answer for this first. The probability of this is the card drawn is a queen means 4 by 52 which is nothing but 1 by 13. There are 4 queens are there. What are that? In each one type you have 1 queen. So totally 4 by 52. Out of 52, 4 queens are there, 1 by 13. Next question. The card drawn is either a heart or a spade. So either or. Or means what? You have to add. So R is plus that we have seen in principles of counting itself. Which is nothing but, so if you are taken is heart means what is the possibilities? So how many hearts are there? How many heart cards are there? 13. So total outcome is 52. I know that. So 13 out of 52 is hearts. And then spade. How many are spade? In the given cards, how many are spade? So R 52 by 13 by 52 again. Spade is also having 13 cards. I can take heart. What is the probability? 13 by 52. Out of 52, if I take 13, that is my probability for taking a heart. R means what? Plus. Wherever you see R, you can use plus. So, taking a spade, which is 13, there are 13. So, 13 by 52, you will get the total. What is that? Denominator is 52. So 26 by 52 which is nothing but 1 by 2. So answer for the second question is 1 by 2. Listen, there are 13 hearts and 13 spade will be there. Totally 26 out of 52 is your answer. 26 and 52 by cancelling this you will get 1 by 2. Okay, last question. The card drawn is neither a diamond nor a king. So diamond, how many diamonds will be there? Diamond cards will be there. 13 diamond cards will be there. You know that. And how many kings will be there? 4 kings will be there. What is the question? The card drawn is neither a diamond nor a king. So except kings and diamonds, any card can be taken. So how many cards of king and diamonds are there? 4 kings out there and diamonds 13. So you are including the king. When you calculate diamond, you are including the king. If you remove king, how many diamond cards will be there? Because we have taken the king in the kings category. There are 4 kings. And then which means remaining how many diamond cards will be there? If you take 4 cards, 4 kings out, you will have 12 diamond cards will be there. 12 plus 4, 16. You cannot take these 16 cards. So if you are not able to take 16 cards, how many cards are possible? So totally 52 minus 60. I cannot take 16. Here neither nor, which means minus. So out of 52, I cannot take these 16 cards. I can take the remaining, which means what is the remaining? 52 minus 16, 36 divided by 52. I can cancel 36 divided by 52. What is the answer you will get? So I can cancel this with 4. So 9 times of 4 is 36. 13 times of 4 is 52. 9 by 13. So answer is 9 by 13. That's all the example now.